Waking up in this interstellar looking field. I've never been bitten as much as I'm currently bitten right now. Look at these, that's like braille on my legs, upside down. Look at those. Oh, there's another fly wanting at me. Absolute bite central. Both legs, all over. We're off to the Wallaman waterfalls today, the biggest waterfall in Australia. Again, something that apparently is a top tourist destination. So packing up, been great to stay on this field of someone's hotel. Yeah, a few hours drive, almost at Cairns. Oh, look at this expanse. Wow. Nothingness. Absolutely nothingness. Driving in the middle of the road. Come on, Greg, let's get you up to 100. Sounds like it's hailstoning outside. It's actually the friggin' road. What, it must be loose gravel or something like that. Crazy. On the way, we've got 20 kilometers of this drive, this twisty, turny drive to Wallaman Falls. Almost there, hopefully. There it is, Jesus. That's class. That's some fall, eh? Off from that tiny little stream up there. Gee whiz. Getting vertigo looking at it through a camera. To Jinder Walk. 4 kilometers return. A lot more prepped for a trail. This time got water, got sun cream, got daylight. Got these two losers. Ready to go. See the waterfall from down below. Beautiful scenery, mountains. Feeling the DOMS today after yesterday's squatty beach workout. Going down hills. It's thunderous. Bogan's on the move. I'm walking, just trying to cope with these fresh 5 new bites on the back of my leg. And then a good few down there too. If you ever come travelling with me, I'm the guy to keep you away from the midges. It's a bit of jungle atmosphere here. All downhill so far. And you know what that means. What the next half of the trip's going to be. Wallaman Falls, almost there. You can start to hear it. It's getting a bit louder. The trail's a bit friggin' well, it's a bit proper natural traily. It's not exactly easy to follow. There's a lot of rocks sticking up. There's bloody shit in the way. Adds to the adventure, all part of the fun. Mind your step.
I don't believe the night bird on the first day, but it was night bird, I don't believe it.
Having religious talk. I'm staying out of it. I'm sure I said we were almost there about 20 minutes ago. Still going down rocks and trails. Not many views to be had here actually, only little snippets of the waterfall. It's a lot of, I don't know, not as enjoyable yet as the Blue Mountains was, but I tell you what, that's a cliff face to see. But you just got to keep looking down. That's the problem, is you got to keep you down because you could slip at any point. Looks like we made it. Look how far we come, my baby. Aye. It's a whole rainbow at the bottom, look. That is pretty impressive. I'm getting the mist from here already. It's a bit mysterious, girl, innit? Some steep rock face action coming down this. Trying to get a closer look. It's alright, it's nice. But I expected the trail to go on further around the corner, but it turns out the trail's 2 kilometers down, 2 kilometers up, so it's just walking back the same way, and I didn't particularly enjoy the walk down here, if I'm honest. And the view's beautiful, but when you see it from up there, it's alright, but it's not as, it doesn't have that effect on me that I was hoping to after that kind of treacherous trail. The drive up here took about 2 hours, and the walk down here took about an hour and a half. So another hour and a half back, another 2-hour drive back. By the time we get back on the open road, it'll be time to find a place to stay. The bikes. 3 here, 3 there, 2 here. One up here, feel the elbow, this side, elbow that side.
That's quite private.
It's marred the experience. Back up to the top. Now I'm at hanger level 7 out of 10. I am hungry. I do have a whole climb to go. Hopefully this is quicker up and down. Steers back up. First staircase, let's go. So far a lot quicker. Much quicker than going down. Preferring this a lot more. Take me back to Greg. Gracefully done. Maybe 6 out of 10. Here we go. Oh, that's graceful. And the dismount. Much prefer coming up than down on trails like this. Much easier. You can take 2 steps at a time. You're not watching your footing as much. You're working against gravity. It's easy. Settle breath. Still need to work off that McDonald's from yesterday. Just like on the way down. I'm thinking, gotta almost be there. Surely. We're almost back. Everything's starting to look recognisable. Then there's always that friggin' extra mile, it seems. Coming towards the end, back to the stairs. There's that view again. Stairs are a welcome sight. Some steep hill action. But I look like a totally different guy coming back than I did going down. And we're pretty much there. It's like man-made steps. A little workout, got some belly sweat action. Tarmac pavements. My feet in these shoes feeling every stone you walk upon. This is a welcome feeling. And so we'll be getting back to Greg Norman. Greg Norman. We're back at Greg. Oh, windy. Windy, innit? But windy. Back at Greg. Car open. No central locking system here. Open doors. Hey, we're back. Here at a place called Paronella Park. Today, day 2 of our journey around waterfalls and outdoory stuff. Just before we get to Cairns,
Really cool little place, been open for 20 years, and we don't know much about it, but it cost us how much? 60 to get 3 of us in. The owner did us a little deal, which is lovely. Lovely people, cool little place, and yeah, we're going to go on a guided tour, see what it's all about. This little grave, Josino. Here's one of the first castles he made in front of a wishing well. Apparently this is all powered by natural springs, which is quite cool. And back there is an ice cream unit, actually, this white thing right here. And apparently the tour guide told us a funny story that before, when they were selling ice cream back in the day, apparently this is one of the only powered places for a good 40 years around this part of Australia. So they're selling brand new cold ice cream, and you notice that one of the kids was paying with really wet money. The kid was fishing out the well and paying for ice cream via that way. The whole place is falling apart after flooding and after years and years of neglect before the owner bought it in the 90s. They're constantly trying to repair it, but they're fighting a losing battle apparently. Weird coincidence, we were literally parked on the other side of that those trees there. Did not know anything about the park. Someone told us at the hotel where we were parked about the place, and we were like, okay, we'll go check it out today, we've got nothing else to do. And I'm so impressed, and it's such a cool little place. Definitely worth checking out if you come around here in Innisfield, I think we are. Yeah, really impressive little tropical, beautiful gardens, and a great story behind it too. Former picnic area. This place was open until the 70s, so even during the 70s this was used to, you know, on a guest, I guess, guests would come get married here and stuff. Oh my god, I just noticed this. Look at that. Look at the fish. Yeah, even during the World War II the soldiers would come in here and dive in into the place and have a swim in here. Go have picnics around these cool little tables. Go on the signs. I stood here at the bottom of the grand staircase, and all the way up there, that white plaque up there, that's not going to go into focus, will it? This plaque here was where the Great Flood got up to, so it really damaged this bottom area. So this behind us is a former 5-star dining hall where you had to wear proper tux and corset and stuff to get in to eat. So you go swim in the fountain down there, in the lake, and then come to these cool little changing rooms, get changed into your tux, and go eat some food in this apparently 5-star resort dining room with a big fountain in the middle. That is actually what used to be powered by the spring. And this is the back garden. So apparently this Jose guy was brought up with tales going to bed of like Romeo and Juliet with castles and really romantic love stories, and when he made all his money in Australia, this is what he decided to build. He built this all himself. Cool little castle ground thing, doesn't it? And it is, imagine this, 5-star, decked up at night. They put the lights on at night times. It's one of the only places with electricity in the 20s around here. They've got the turbine that actually still, they've got a river turbine that still charges the whole site now. Let's go find that. And just a really impressive place, really cool, now family run business, and just didn't expect it today to be something like this. We just thought we were going to go to a park and pay to get in. We're like, oh, why are we paying to get into a park? And then you realise the extent of what it is. You get the story, you get the history behind it. Now you meet the owner, who's there at the door, lovely guy, big old wheel. You can see through there right at the end. This is what Jose called the Love Tunnel, and this is a tunnel between the dining hall and this little secret Teresa Falls, and people will come here and have little secret sessions considering this place is at the oldest 100 years old. I've never seen such ruins, you know, for a 100-year-old place to make it look like it's 2,000 years old. It's what flood water and nature does when you try to build in its backyard. Oh, how cool are the turtles? The fish are stealing all the food. It's the first wild turtles I've ever seen. And then these were trees planted. Cool little alleyway, something avenue, I forget what it's called. Beautiful trees, they're legally not allowed to be cut down.
Kind of held inwards by all that, so he has a nice in the far.
Overall, really surprising but glorious day here at Paronella Park. Really worth checking out. $45 per adult to come into the place. You can spend at least 4 or 5 hours here, so nice, cheap, and run by a local family, and keeps the area going around here. Really cool, really surprising, really enjoyed it, and off to find a place to spend the night.